Well, it's Thanksgiving. I just wanted to wish everybody a great day, maybe a nice day just to really chill out and relax. I'm gonna try. I'm not good at it, but I'm gonna give it a try. Just took the boys for their walk and fed them breakfast, and we're gonna have a really quiet day here. Maybe just watch some TV and make a little meal. No giant productions now. Just take it easy. I think it's my biggest concern is just everybody being safe so that we can maybe able to get together next Thanksgiving en masse and share each other's company and stories and insanity and all the stuff that comes with gatherings and all that. But I was thinking about what to do today, and I just talked to him the other day, and one of my favorite people that I've had the joy of working with now since 1984 has been the great Daryl Stuermer. Daryl plays guitar in Phil Collins' solo work, and he plays guitar and bass in Genesis. But he was in Jean-Luc Ponty's band. He played with Gino Vanelli, just lots of people. And to me, it always makes me kind of crazy when I look at the top guitar lists of all these guitar players out there. And to me, he should be way up at near the top of the list. He's such a gifted musician. And he's such a dear friend. I'll never forget. I think I've told this story before, but this is specifically about Daryl today. So I'm gonna rehash my story. When I got called by Phil Collins to go to London and do his No Jacket Required album, we were doing it at Townhouse Studios in London, and I arrived in London and went to the hotel, checked in to the Royal Garden Hotel next to Hyde Park, and the first morning when we were going to go in the studio, I've got my Frankenstein in a gig bag, and I go get in the elevator and I start heading down, and I go down about a floor, and then the door opens up and a guy gets in with a guitar in a gig bag, and we kind of looked at each other and said, I think I said to him, so what are you doing here? And he said, I'm working on an album. I said, who are you doing? He goes, oh, I'm working with Phil Collins. I said, well, that's funny. I'm working with Phil Collins too. Hi, my name's Lee. He goes, well, my name's Daryl. And I said, so where are you from? And he goes, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I looked at him, I said, I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And then by the time the elevator hit the lobby, we were fast friends. And every day, it was a good, healthy walk to Townhouse Studios from where we were, but we walked it every day. And it was so great because we got to use up a lot of hang time and energy just on the walk, so that when we got to the studio, we were like really chilled and ready to get to work with Phil. and we became like lifelong buds at that point. And he's always been sort of my go-to guy on the road. Like if we really want to go hang, Daryl and I do a lot of stuff together, go to movies, go to restaurants. It's just generally a really good hang. But I have the utmost admiration for Daryl as a musician, as a composer. He's really quite a remarkable artist. And so I was thrilled back in 1988. He called me and asked me, he said, I'm going to do a solo record, and would you come back to Milwaukee and do it? And I said, I would love to do that. Are you kidding me? And so I flew back, and we went, I forget where this studio was. It was like, there was some kind of like not like a Playboy estate or something, but it was some kind of a thing that was maybe an hour out of Milwaukee. And I can't remember exactly all the details, but it's a beautiful studio, like kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And we were out there, and he had the great Don Murray, who's just a magnificent engineer, engineering and co-producing the album with him. And Brad Cole was the keyboard player on it. And I had I knew Brad. I knew of Brad, but I'd never really spent a lot of time with Brad, and it was so great because we did this album, and following this album, Brad joined Phil's band, so we've been together ever since. And Mark Torrell is playing drums on this album. It was just the four of us on it, and it's all instrumental. And it's still one of my favorite records I think I ever played on. It was easy. I mean, in terms of like everybody just locked together so perfectly on it. It was, the chemistry was, you know, I mean, one of the things that you always have to think about when you're making music with other musicians, it's like somebody can come in with all the chops in the world, facility for days, you know, just amazing. And you have no chemistry with them whatsoever. For some reason, man, there is just a wall between you guys. You might be able to make music, but it's not going to be one of those experiences where you walk away breathless when it's over and go, wow, that was really amazing. That wasn't the case here. The minute everybody started playing, it just came together. And I was fortunate enough with Daryl to do, I did another album with him after this. And we did that at his house. I ended up going and he had done all his production work at home, and I flew back and then I laid down bass parts with him on it. And that was really fun because the neighbors across the street were away on vacation, and he got them to let me, you know. Oh no, I stayed at their house when we did Steppin' Out. When I did the next album, I stayed, Daryl had moved and they had a little guest room, and I stayed in the house with them. And Daryl's got the neatest family. Michaela, his wife, is fantastic, and his daughters are great, and now there's grandkids and all this stuff. It's been a long run together. But it's one of these things that, hold on one second. Make sure this, want to make sure that doesn't, hold on. Oops, sorry. Some big message just came up on my computer screen, and I want to get rid of it, but I didn't want to start the song yet. So I'm going to play a couple of songs for you that we did on Steppin' Out is the name of the album. Steppin, Steppin, out. And Daryl Stuermer, and his name is spelled Stuermer. And I love Daryl dearly. He's a dear friend and such a great musician. So this was really fun. So here we are. The first song I'm going to play you is called Kyoto Rose. Here we go. Tone for days. Brad's textures are so exquisite. Love Brad Cole so much. Oh God, I love doing that. That was just such a great track. Yeah, Brad Cole can play the most beautiful textures. I mean, every time we're on stage with Phil, and I'm blessed to be standing right in front of Brad's rig, and I just sit there and I listen to his parts coming out of the wedges in front of me, and I just always turn back and look at him and just smile. We have a couple of points during the show where we make eye contact about little specific things, and man, it is a joyous experience when you're allowed to be with people who you just love playing with. Just magic happens every night. You know, songs are different all the time, even though it's the same song. Just everybody's just listening so hard to each other, and it's pretty special. You know, I miss it so much. And again, I start crying here. I want to play with it, the guys, with everybody so much at this point. It's just so frustrating to, you know, be in a situation where we're observers still at this point. And so I'm going to do another Daryl song. This one from Steppin' Out is called Electric City. I'll play 3 songs from it, and then if you're into it, man, go check out the album. I mean, check out Daryl's website. He's got a really great website, and he's got all kinds of good stuff. And he's just been selling a ton of his gear for charity, which is really wonderful. And because like all of us, you know, he just stuff piles up over the years, and his stuff has such provenance. These road cases that say Genesis and Phil Collins on them and stuff, kind of stuff like a real fan would love to have as like a coffee table, you know, an end table. It's pretty cool. So check that out. But here's a song called Electric City. Here we go. Such a unique sound with this playing. Mark, what a good drummer. Jesus. Frankenstein on this. Electric City. His facility is just, I mean, when I watch Daryl play, you know, it's like it's so effortless. I mean, it's effortless because he's worked his ass off all his life to be a great player. But just when we're sitting there playing and I just watch him, I mean, just like guys, like just ridiculous. And just one of those special players, you know, that I know that I'm grateful that we hooked up and got to spend as much time together as we have over the years. And I do hope we have a chance to do more at some point. But here's, this is one more song of Daryl. I thought also before I do it, I'd kind of freak people out. I was digging through some old pictures here, and this has been on my Facebook page before, but I thought it was funny because you get these people who go, anybody ever see you without a beard? You know, here's a picture of me holding my high school graduation picture. So that was me at 17. Things changed a little bit, Here we go. Okay, this song is called Venturing Out. Here we go. 1 minute.
Stereo file 1 is that channel.
Oh. That's not on the record. What if... a great melodic sense in his writing. It's not just like showing off chops. I mean, he's right up there with the best of them, as far as I'm concerned. Just taste, facility, chops, everything. So, Daryl, I love you dearly, my brother. I hope you and the family are having a happy Thanksgiving together. I know Daryl just got back from London, where Genesis has been rehearsing for their impending tour. Not sure, what the schedules are going to be for these things at this point. Nobody knows anything, but the rehearsals went great from what I understand, and they're ready to go whenever the green light is given. But it was wonderful to hear that there was 80 people working for about 5 weeks, and they controlled it enough to where there was not one case of COVID amongst the band crew, anybody involved, because they were tested constantly and everybody was protected and took care of and did the right thing. And it showed at the end of their rehearsals. Everybody was healthy. So keep our fingers crossed here. So I'm going to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. My heart goes out to the frontline people, especially people working in the medical field who aren't having Thanksgiving. Even if they have a day off, they can't be with their family because most of them are in quarantine when they're not at work. So, man, thank you for the sacrifices that you are putting out, because it's just getting harder on you every single day. So, take good care, and I'll be back tomorrow. But I just wanted to visit Daryl. I'm going to give him a call now because I believe tomorrow might be his birthday. And so I'm going to give him a shout and wish him a happy birthday, and do that. So, all my best wishes for a safe and sane day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.